okay though. We can still go ahead. I'm Michael, by the way. So, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? This is the four-way test of Rotary International, the pillars on which we stand. Just about a year ago now, I had the leg on which I stood amputated, now replaced with plastics and metals. This happened because I had a recurrence of my cancer, osteosarcoma, in 2 spots of my right leg. This was originally diagnosed in December of 2017, and after that I had about 9 months of chemotherapy and a surgery to remove the tumor, with additional emergency surgeries, which kept me in the ICU for 6 days, in the hospital for 10, actually. After all of that, which was about a year, I was clear of cancer. Since then, I have participated, videoed in, and even helped organize a local charity event backed by the St. Baldrick Foundation, the largest nonprofit organization in the country that raises money for pediatric cancer research. St. Baldrick's aims to do this by supporting local events in which people of all ages and both genders volunteer to shave their heads, and people pledge money on behalf of the participants and get to watch it happen. The Rotary Club at Austin College has sponsored an event like this for around a decade. We've raised thousands of dollars each year in just Grayson County alone doing this, and we don't plan to stop. We already have this year's event planned for April 21st at 903 Brewery. This event is including Grayson Rotary, Sherman Rotary, Austin College Rotary, and Sherman High School Interact. So we're making it bigger and better this year. So today, I want to put this event and the purpose of St. Baldrick's to the Rotary four-way test of the things we think, say, and do. First, is it the truth? Is it true that 47 children are diagnosed with cancer per day in the United States? It is. Is it true that most funding for cancer from both the government and the private sector is more aimed towards adults and the treatment of adults? It is true. Is it true that thousands of kids won't be able to grow up and get married and have kids and have a job because they'll have lost their life to cancer, or they'll be battling it for the rest of their lives? It's most certainly true. Is it true that new and innovative research and technology requires funding to continue to develop? Absolutely. And is it true that we can make a difference? Well, it absolutely is. Just last year, our local event raised over $8,000. Second, is it fair to all concerned? As I noted earlier, most of the research of this kind for cancer is dedicated to the treatment of adults. Certainly, it's not unfair to ask that a portion of our charitability is aimed towards our youngest and our most vulnerable, right? So it's most certainly fair. We're simply getting together, shaving some heads, raising money, and having a great time. It's ethical, it's good, and it's fun. Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Goodwill is generally defined as friendly, helpful, and cooperative feelings or attitudes. In this endeavor, we're working together to help kids with cancer. Better friendships? Well, it's a fun and exciting event where you can watch your friends shave their heads and vice versa. I'd say some better friendships could be built, and I've been doing it for the past 3 years. Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? I was treated by Texas Pediatric Oncology at Medical City, Dallas when I was diagnosed and when I had my recurrence. The first thing you receive when you're admitted into the hospital, aside from a bunch of paperwork, is this binder. And this binder, basically, it goes through how your stay is going to be, what it's going to be like, details of the treatment. Basically, it's to help guide overwhelmed and worried parents and patients who are simply trying to understand how their life is about to drastically change. Now, I've seen it twice. Over in the bottom left-hand corner of the binder, it says, paid for by the St. Baldrick's Foundation. This is just one of the many things that St. Baldrick's does for kids and their parents. St. Baldrick's also funds my clinic's research directly, and Through all of this, they're able to distribute hundreds of millions of dollars through clinics around the nation just like it, with your help, of course. The cancer patients, the children, most certainly benefit from this. How do you feel about, giving? How does your conscience feel about giving? We love to give. We love to do good in our community. How do you feel about giving kids and their families a hope for a cure? We could argue that doing good in the community is even the purpose of Rotary. So, it most definitely benefits those cancer patients, the kids, their families, and it even benefits Rotarians. Our community has had many cancer patients and many survivors, plenty that I know, actually, and I'm walking proof of it, kind of. We can help through a local St. Baldrick's event. This is true. This is fair to all concerned. It builds goodwill, and it builds better friendships, and it will most certainly be beneficial to all concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, I contend this passes the Rotarian four-way test of the things that we think, say, and do. So please, join me on April 21st, and let's improve the lives of some kids with cancer.